Okay, so here we have a Filippi double for Conestoga. So this thing has a lot of areas on it. So I just want to take a quick video. So you can see right here, center screen, there's a little nick out of the edge there. I mean, a lot of this will clean off, a lot of it won't. But right there, that first piece of tape, that's just down to the carbon. I don't know if it's all the way through, but you can see definitely a little more chewed up there at the corner. And this thing's pretty scratched up. Most of those won't buff out. Some of them are pretty deep. You can see there is a plethora of punctures on the bow deck here. They're all marked next to tape. Actually, right down at the bottom there, right next to the glare line. I missed that one. But yeah, most of these are through, if not all of them. So you let us know what you want us to do. The inside, I mean, the boat's a 2018, so it's an 8-year-old boat, but it's definitely seen better days. You can see under that clear piece of tape, I believe the flange is cracked. We'll have to scope that out and see. But it's just pretty normal wear and tear, and these do live outside, so the UV damage on the clear coat is not surprising. But the stern deck's in pretty good shape. You have an old Heather Charles sticker residue. We can get that off for you, not a problem. And this will clean up really, really nicely. Here you got 2 spots. These are just paint chips. So we could do some touch up on them if need be. And then some pretty heavy scratches right there at the stern tip. Onto the hull here now. So again, this thing lives outside. It's got normal wear and tear for a team boat. See a little staining there. A lot of silicone around the fin. Not sure what's going on there. Most of this is pretty superficial. Clean off. Right where I have the tape there, center screen, you can see that in the glare a little bit. But I don't think that's all the way through. I'll get a better idea when I have this cleaned off. Here, again, another little puncture. You can see it was wet at some point. You can tell because of the condensation underneath the tape. You can also take care of that. It's pretty straightforward. Next to that piece of tape is 2 paint chips. Pretty cosmetic, nothing to be majorly concerned about. Here there's a lot of side-to-side scratches. So it's probably on and off the rack. None of these are that deep, so most of these will buff out. And down at the gunnel there, you can see just a little bit of paint chips. I don't believe it broke through the skin. You can see a little bit of the schuylkill scum, that yellowing on there. And up here by the stripe, you have a small puncture. There's a degree of difficulty with doing anything that close to the stripe. It's just a lot of time to mask something like that off. Cutwater looks pretty good here. A little, just think that's dirt right there. And I think this thing has been repainted. I see a little bit of a paint run right there down by the bow ball. And coming up here, center screen, down by the flange, that's that other side. So it seems like it did go all the way through, but we can definitely take care of that for you. And again, this will clean up really, really nicely. And just some adhesive on the stern tip here. And that's that.